Hey, this is the 4960 here, doing another, oops, Overwatch video. I'm going to be doing one win on Hanamura we just did. So this is me, Vivian, and Victor. Support, and them two are on tanks. So let's see Victor's improvement from the last video. If he took any of my advice to heart, like my brother said he did. So let's check this out. I guess I'll also be focusing on Victor. Start off on offense. Okay. I hate it when our sim doesn't call out teleporter. Like, if sim doesn't say group up with me, a lot of people will miss it, including myself and Victor here. Pretty much half our team. So I see this Sombra trying to hack, so I come in and kind of punish a little bit. Let's see here. Okay, I don't want you moving in here. Right now you're hacked, and they have a really brawly comp. You want to keep your distance in these scenarios. Nice. Shield. Are those ours? Oh, those are our turrets. I keep getting confused because we're on red team. Nice. Alright, pretty decent, pretty decent. Whenever you play range, you gotta be really careful that you keep your distance early in the engagement. Your bubble. Your shield. Yeah, really turn the corner here. You don't wanna a little close. Good. Good hits. Yeah, you're being a little stingy with their shield still. Yeah, you should. Yeah. I know you even called out yourself. So this is a panic ult. It's fine. Happens. What we should have done there, and I got stuck right here. I hate it when this happens. Um, so as soon as we're like right here, we need to pretty much run away. And I tried doing that, but I get stuck in this stupid little corner right here, and I get pinned like an idiot. So as soon as you see me die, it's already a failed engagement. You could just jump off right here. Yeah, it requires really quick reaction. Yeah, I feel so drained, man. I need my matcha. Zarya, man, stopping your rock. These are good rocks. Earlier on the Rhine and right there on the Bastion, those are good. Yeah, we're kind of screwed at this point. That's just next time. I think your kind of biggest weakness right now with Sigma is your positioning. So right here, when you go in, you pull yourself way out in the middle, which is gonna give you very limited getaway options. You could kind of stay closer to this little podium thing, and still achieve the same effect that you were getting from right here. Except you have more of a getaway option. You even go towards their spawn, which is definitely dangerous. Breaking yourself away from me. And so, or any backup for that. Even if I followed you, we would have been really deep in enemy territory. Um, so yeah, just try to think of how to use your environment to your advantage. I try speeding you out. I try to ult us out. Oh, what? That cancels my ult too? Wow, man, I can't believe Sombra's ult cancels so many things. And yeah, we end up going down. We could have had an easier getaway if you would have stayed around this spot right here, but that's fine. Live and learn.
No, that wasn't right at all. Soldier 76 reporting.
Rock would be beautiful right here on the Ana. Oh wait, those are us. Sorry. Right here. Ooh, missed the second shot. Got caught. So yeah, again, this is kind of your another like. This is the second time you kind of get to let the Ryan get the jump on you. Um, you gotta you gotta focus on like where their main line of attack is, and keep your appropriate distance from there. So right here, you're almost half health. Bastion's shooting at you from the inside, so you gotta cut off your enemy line of sights from you. And then not only that, but you get closer to try to take out the immortality field when Brian's closing in on you. And then you don't pursue him either. You run away. Even though you guys are both like around the same health, actually Ryan's like a lot lower health. You give up on your target. So it's a lot of mm, so it's like a couple failed attempts right here where you give up on the immortality field, you give up on the Ryan, and then like maybe you just felt too punished at that point. Um, I don't know. It's a little weird. Go for the Mercy, who's kind of a hard target. Cause now you're going for Ryan now that he's getting healed. Like we could have had Ryan if you would have just stayed on him. So that's kind of a bad target prioritization. Again, you gotta kind of realize where their front line is right now. That's fine. It's a good rock. During this entire fight right here, you also don't bust out your shield. And your shield and your positioning go hand in hand. Maybe I'll try to post a Sigma game. Maybe I'll do that right now. I'll play a match. But yeah, during this entire time you don't use shield. Not that shield is particularly valuable right here. But sometimes you just never know. Like right here, Rhine ults. So your shield could have potentially blocked some of that. There's Zarya's also right here. Like both their tanks are right here, and you're not really confronting them. And you know, okay, so here's the thing, right? You know, sometimes you have to it's two things. You gotta assess your enemy skill level, and you know, see how much you could kind of bully them around if you could take them out. Depending on how many shots you're hitting, depending on you know the whole match, what's your history been with that target, and then also kind of like of course the current situation. You know, the healers were split up for a bit from the tanks. That was a good time to take them out. They were low health. You switched off of them to the healers, and then again you gave up on on the healers and went back to the tanks. By that time, they're able to regroup and stuff. So we kind of like just lost a lot of value here. Like you also use your absorption right here when the Mercy ults. I guess you're scared of the Baptiste? I don't really know. Like I'm not gonna lie, this is a really bad matchup for Sigma. Like Zarya and Rein together, it's hard to get value out of Sigma because your gravity ball doesn't, you know, it's weak against both of them. It's good against Bastion, and not always useful against Sombra. So Bastion's really the only one that you could get value from your gravity ball from. So that's gonna be a rough time. Your shield is similar, but yeah, it's a lot better to throw it out than just holding it. Okay. Um, Honestly, I would just focus my gravity ball on Ryan's fire strike. Like count down his fire strike in your head, 8 seconds, and know when he has it. So that way you could just block it. You could be better prepared to block it. Doesn't mean you're always gonna get it, but you know you're just better prepared. Right here, gravity ball is fine. Nice, good catch. And then Zarya. Um. Okay, I want you to look at your movement right here. As soon as the Rhine charges, instead of going left or right, you keep going backwards. Maybe it's because you're trying to land your rock, but that's why you get pinned. And it's a small reaction window. I mess this up all the time. It's just it's something we both gotta learn. You know, if you're running away from a train, like you don't run along the track. You run to left and right. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, that's when I go in the back and take a quarter, take a third. Good rock right here, just stop her from getting away. Throw your shield out. Oh. Yeah, you haven't used shield for a really long time here. Okay. Right here, this is good dueling, but like this is good sustainability. Like you have a good comfortable distance and you're able to kind of cycle out your abilities really nicely right here. This is a good setup for Sigma, but it's also what the enemy wants. Um, so as a tank, you need to be the one to make like the big play, the plan, which involves two things. You gotta see where your team is and coordinate with them. Be like, okay, one of us is gonna ult. Like what are we doing right now? We need to be accomplishing something. Right now we're just poking. You already have ults, so you're not getting any value from all this poke that you're getting. I'd be totally fine with this if you were trying to get ult right now. But yeah, you don't have ult right now. Or you already have ult. Sombra might make a play right here, so that's kind of okay. But we're not advancing or anything, and yeah, we're just kind of losing time right here. So either our teammates are building towards ult or waiting for someone in particular. We need to have a game plan, essentially a plan of attack. And usually the common approach on this map is to go through the top, just so we get this. We don't have to deal with this long range, this really long choke point right here, because this is usually death. Especially if they have a bastion. This is a really difficult part to get past if we're not using an ult too. So just an FYI. So let's see how this kind of plays out. You'll see what I mean here. Okay, so now you get close on the Rhine. This is where it gets difficult because the Rhine wants to be close to you. Yeah, you lose a lot of face value. Also notice where your team is. They're barely catching up to you. All right, here when you were in cover, you could have looked backwards and get a game sense. I'm gonna try to mention to you during whenever I see you taking cover, I want you to just like do a quick spin and see who's around you. Even if it's just me and Vivian, just realize where your tanks are and where your healers are. Don't even care about your DPS. Um, they'll help you like you know do it faster if that makes sense. So yeah, you took all that damage and we're barely coming in right here. Okay, so let's see how this plays out. We're kind of in an okay position right here. Um, I stupidly get pinned by the Ryan. So mad at myself for that. So I'm kind of struggling to keep up with you. So I jump in. And while I'm jumping towards you, I get pinned. Um, Ideally, like if you're putting, so I'm not quite blaming you for this one. This is definitely like 80% my fault. Um, but if enough pressure was being put on the Ryan, he wouldn't have been able to like kind of have that opportunity. Um, so like I would only put like 20% between you and Diva and Vivian um on that pin right there. But you're ulting, so that's also kind of understandable. Um, anyway, I'm mostly upset with myself. You ult, get the mercy. Uh, I also have this bad habit sometimes. When you ult, you want to be going for your targets that you just lifted. You don't want to be going for anyone else, unless that other person has like an immediate like stun threat to you. You want to be going for the people you just ulted. Otherwise, your ult is gonna go to waste. Mm, a little bit of a thoughtless rock right there. I know you wanted to I'll do that too sometimes I know that urge right there. I know you wanted to like kind of stun the people you ulted, but sometimes holding your rock is a better play until you know they're a bit closer. Like I said, long range rocks they're very they tend to be ineffective. Okay, now it seems like you're getting kind of flustered. There you go. Puncher. Puncher. Almost. You'd be surprised how useful punching is in Sigma's arsenal.
The breakthrough was near. I could feel it. Activating the barrier.
Good. Alright, yeah, it's fine to get those early kind of like damage benefits. Uh, so for right there, those rocks, you want to do it with when you're timing like that's another benefit for timing Ryan's fire strikes. Cuz you could counter with a rock. Or whenever you see his shield go down, there's a good chance he's going to use his fire strike. I should be looking back every once in a while. Unless you already like specifically know where your team is, I want you to be looking back every once in a while. Yeah, it's an okay rock. Throw your shield up. There you go. Good. Dance. Shield dance. Absorb. Absorb. Uh. Almost. That was some good like kind of fundamental mechanics. That was pretty good.
That music. It's playing again.
Sorry, I know my direction was misleading right there. I thought I was gonna have time for us to all get there together, but
Compute.
which we might have actually, but it would have been too focused fire. I hope you know we're on overtime. Oh, yeah. Um. Yeah, you spent a lot of time on that's the Sombra right here. Honestly, just like throw your shield in front of you and walk past it. That way, when she's chasing you, she doesn't shoot your back. And just go towards the point. Ooh, and Ryan likes to charge off in this direction, man. Yeah, it's kind of not too much you could do there. You got me like that earlier. So, as soon as when you have some good spurts of your Sigma aim, that's good. Um, like when you were on the objective early on, I saw you like really kind of focusing your targets and finishing them up. That was pretty good. I like to see that. Um, you just need to focus on your spacing in relationship to the other tanks a bit more. In the very, very beginning, the Ryan gets kind of a jump on you, and when there was another time where the Ryan gets close to you, right here, you let the Ryan get close to you. So be careful with that. Your rock is a free getaway on that, so you could sometimes be a little risky about it, depending if it's worth it, you know. So So yeah, you're positioning, and then yeah, don't be so greedy with your shield. I know there's not a ton of opportunity in that last match for good shield value, um, but either way, where are you? Okay, you're going right on this one. Yeah, don't give that Ryan that value. Okay, I want you to be throwing in your fire strike. Don't be holding up your shield so much. Yeah, I noticed you have that habit with both Brigitte and Reinhardt, where you hold your shield like a lot. Um, so whenever you have fire strike, that's a good kind of sign for you to pull down your shield. That's a good kind of like basis. Whenever you're at full health, sometimes, and the entire enemy team isn't there, that's usually a good sign for you to like pull down your shield for a bit and get some hammer swings in, so you can let your healers get some value. what happened there? Oh, okay. It's a good trade. Nice. Make sure you watch your back. I don't know what's behind you, but you were getting hit earlier. Hmm. Weird. Oh god. Oh, it's probably the Hammond. Mm. Yeah, you look at your camera swinging is kind of frantic with Ryan. Don't forget to use Fire Strike and pin. Oh well, you gotta. You can't aim for where they're for. Okay, well, a couple things here. Okay. Bustles. Okay. Couple things here. You're at half health right now. And you have a good portion of your team behind you. You have me, Vivian, kind of Torb. I don't know where Torb's going. You can hold shield a bit here when you're low health. So let's back up a bit actually. Okay, right here. I'm trying to deal with the turret right now. I come back to you. Yeah, Fire Strike, that'll really like put Somber in danger and help you close the distance a bit. See how you turn around? I don't know why you turn around. Like this is all like a spacing game right here. So like if you Oh, Vivian pulls her, that's what happens. Oh, it's a good pull actually. Yeah, I guess you just kind of mess up and turn around, and that actually does a lot of damage to you. Yeah, you need to chill right now. You're at low health. You don't need to go in. And then the other thing is you do charge in, but you aim for where the Hammond was. You don't aim for where he might be. Like he's not gonna stay in the same spot for more than not even a second. So you charge to where he was, and then um, you don't hit anything. So yeah, keep that in mind. Okay, let's keep going. I guess I'll watch myself for now till you get back. Oh yeah, Vivian's in trouble right here. It's so hard. I hate it when I'm on the red team on the spectating because it's so annoying. Hoping the other team will finish. The rest of our teammates will finish her, and they did. I come back to get you, and back to the Victor cam. Don't give him value. Okay, he misses. Or did he miss? I'll let it slide. I can't tell. Okay, right here. Bust down your shield. You're not blocking anything. You don't need to be shielding. Just start swinging. Also, I don't know if you... never mind. I wonder... So right here, if you look at it, like the angle, like it's straight. I wonder if in the game maybe you were looking more diagonally like this, like from a top angle, or you know, from a slanted angle, or if you were also just looking straight ahead like that. I doubt you were, but I wonder. If on the small chance that's the case, where you're just looking like at the same angle the camera was right now, just, you know, slant your camera a bit so you can get a better viewing angle. Which I doubt that's the problem. You look at that, if you would have just swung, you would have killed the brig. You gotta let your shield down sometimes, man. Especially when Orisa's shield is up, you don't need to have your shield up. Fire strike too. It's okay to take damages, Brian. You can pop your head out and let yourself take a good chunk of damage just to get like one swing. That's totally fine. Because otherwise, we're not putting any pressure on them. Oh wow, that actually hits you? That's weird. Ooh, this is dangerous. Don't shield right now. You don't need it. If there's like a Ryan and Brig in front of you, you don't need to shield. The only, I guess, like reason it would be okay to shield right there is like, I guess if you're trying to get a good viewing angle. But even then, I don't. It's not really worth it. You know where the Ryan is right now. Man, surprisingly, you don't get punished. They go for the point instead. You get really lucky right there. The Ryan just completely ignores you for whatever reason. That's good. You could actually, I found it better to use my shield, my hammer to take out the balls, than my shield. Unless you're just really, really trying to get rid of them really quickly. Yeah, use your hammer. Maybe, you know, that's what I do. That's what I suggest. Nice. Yeah, even like right there a little bit ago, you didn't need your shield. Right here. Let me go back so you can see what leads into it. So you put your shield up, sure. I could understand holding your shield for a bit just to get some perspective. Like it's easy to like look around real quick. But as soon as that Hammond hits you, you can pull your shield down. Yeah, you kind of do. Never mind. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too critical here. Good. Yeah, that was fine. I'm just trying to look for opportunities for you to use your hammer over your shield. Because you kind of seem to have that problem. Fire strike. Yeah, cool. You got it. Make sure you use your ult too. Nice, good pursuit. Nice, good pursuit. Ooh. Oh, you're alive. Eh. Oh, that was a weird kind of. Yeah, no, there's not a lot you can do there. Just like if Ryan coming up from a res can be really disorienting. So that's fine. Looks like you kind of just froze there for a bit. Just before the ult. Whatever. Not too bad. Not too bad. Um. Um. Yeah, good fire check. Nice, good pin. That's good. I like seeing pins mid match, mid fight. That's definitely good. Good fire strike. See, like sometimes you do throw out your abilities, but I feel like you need to be more consistent with it. I feel like there are times where you kind of like if you're it's too much going on and you're just like you kind of freeze up a bit. Um. So yeah, so for Sigma, be careful with your spacing. So right here was the first time. Right here was another time with the Ryan and the Immortality Field, and the other time was right here when you kind of like just dove in way deep. Um, and the other team just like really came back and just wrecked you. Um, what else? What else? What else? So that's pretty. Those are your Sigmas. Your Rocks were definitely good. Um, is this a fair? Oh, that's the Diva mech. Oh, that's so cool. That's funny. Anyway, um, so those are the kind of the big notes on Sigma. Don't be too, also your positioning and don't be too stingy with your shield. Um, your for Ryan, swing a bit more. If you have full health and your other tank has a shield, you don't need to be holding. Even if your other tank doesn't have a shield, you don't need to be holding the shield the whole match. That's kind of what I meant by like using natural cover. Let me actually kind of fast forward here. I want you to kind of see the percentage of time that you spend.
Attackers in 2-1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
So like you do swing, but it's not like aggro. It's a very defensive swing. You swing walking backwards, um, instead of going into them. Especially when they don't have like such a punishing team. They have Hammond. Um, I guess some other guys can be pretty punishing. These two can stun you, and then Sim herself can do a lot of damage. She has her setup. Um, but Ryan's a really buff, buff guy. You can get away with a lot of stuff, especially if you have good healers on you. So you do better. Um, I think when it comes to fighting on the point, you drop your shield a bit more. But this kind of poke game, you needs a little work for Ryan. Um, I think that's actually what it is. You need your Ryan poke game needs work. Um, because actually there's not really that much like there's not that much bad stuff going on here with Ryan. Um, they're kind of small errors. Right there, you're holding your shield way too much. I don't know why you don't get so punished right there. I'm just really shocked. Honestly, that cost them the game. That's just a bad on their part. See right there, that was good pursuing, good target killing.
60 seconds remaining.
So yeah, you do pretty good with Ryan. You do all right. For suggest like improvement suggestions, again, just kind of drop your shield a bit more. Um, let yourself like get hits in. You know, you kind of just like I think it's kind of your same problem with Zarya, where you think like you just gotta really hold the line when you know it's more flexible than that. It's like um you know, you could come in, get a couple swings, and if you get damaged, you're free to just wait back here. And if they try to come in and punish you, you punish back with a pin. You know, don't let your health get so bad out here that you can't. Yeah, you're too afraid to punish when they try to come after you. Um, you know, just try one hit, put your shield back up. If everything goes okay, you know, you get a feel for it. Um, hopefully I could get a tank match here on Hanamura, and I could show you kind of what I mean there. Um, but no, it's fine. It's fine. Let me just look at your Rhine stats, and I could kind of re-establish kind of what you need here. Um, heroes, Reinhardt. Let me show. Oh God. Oh jeez. There. 1 second. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is what I mean. Your damage is kind of low. On average, it's 2,000. So you're not swinging your hammer enough. Granted, that was a really short match. Like you were Reinhardt, so like the average isn't gonna be necessarily up like where it could be, you know. Your damage block. Um. And I guess your Rhine stats aren't very established this season. Anyway, yeah, I'd say work on your damage because getting kills with Ryan is very important. Um, confirming kills and you know putting that offensive pressure Ryan is able to do really well. So but yeah, hopefully this video helps you out. I think your Ryan was your Ryan work is okay, but your Sigma positioning needs a bit more work. So but yeah, I'll leave it there, and I'll catch you all later.